You're listening to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show, produced by Audrey Bell-Kearney. Catch a new episode Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Now on to the show.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of my friends around the world. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County, 56 degrees, going up to a high of 70. That is beautiful. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today is hump day, baby. You have made it to the MIDDLE. Your weekend is quickly approaching. I know you're happy. I get it. You're happy. All right, I got a great show for you today. Today I'm talking about AI music. So let me tell y'all a quick story. So I have not told this story publicly yet, but I'm going to tell it now. A couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, this Friday would be 2 weeks ago. It's like a week and a half. I was at a football game, and I know we're talking about AI music, but I got to tell y'all the backstory about AI music so I can get to the front story. All right. So a week and a half ago, I was at a football game. My brother coaches high school football. And they had a game. It was a Friday Night Lights game. I love football, so I'm at the Friday Night Lights game with my husband, my daughter, my granddaughter, her boyfriend, my daughter's boyfriend, and his son. So we're at the football game having a great time. It was a nail biting game because my brother was in the lead. The other team had the football. They were down to like the 20-yard line. And if they had converted that to a touchdown, they would have won the game. So we were in the bleachers. We were in the stands. Everybody was screaming and yelling, and the team missed it. They missed the play. My brother team won, but we were all excited. It was like nail biting. Everybody was walking around. We were panicking. It was a great game, right? So we leave out of the stadium. We leave out of the bleachers, and we get ready to leave the stadium. And my husband has to go to the bathroom. And he goes in the bathroom. So while he's in the bathroom, myself, my daughter, the kids, and her boyfriend, we're standing like in the walkway, just waiting for him to come out. And he walks out, and I remember seeing my husband walk out the bathroom. And then the next thing I remember is him telling me he was taking me to Northside Hospital. And so I said to him, "Why are you taking me to the hospital?" He said, "You can't remember anything." Now, remind you, I said we left out the bleachers. He went to the bathroom. I remember seeing him walk out the bathroom. And then the next thing I remember, he's taking me to Northside Hospital. Now, I'm sitting on the passenger side of the car, and I asked him, "Why are you taking me?" And he said, "Because you can't remember anything." I said, "What you mean?" He said, "You couldn't remember where you were." And I just started crying because I'm thinking, oh, my God, I'm having a stroke. This is what I was thinking. So I called my daughter. And I said, "Hey, this is what just happened." She said, "What you mean?" Because we had just left each other. Now, mind you, I'm talking to her like I'm talking to you guys right now. And I said, "This is what's happening. I'm going to the hospital." So I said to my husband, "Don't take me to Northside. It's too far from where we are. Take me to Piedmont." Then I got him. This is what alarmed him. Then I got him to the hospital because he's not good with directions. They call me a human map. So when I said, "I don't know where I am," he said, "That's a problem." When I said to him, "Let me get my bearings in the car," because I was driving the car while this was happening, he said he knew something was wrong. So he told me to pull the car over and let him drive. Well, I have something. So I get to the hospital. They thought it was a stroke. They called stroke in the ER. All the stroke people came. They took me for tests. I didn't have a stroke. But I do have something called transient global amnesia, where I can't remember 7 minutes of my life. It's just gone. I can't. They said it's supposed to come back. It's been almost 2 weeks. It has not come back. All right. So I tell you all that to tell you my story about how I got to this music. I love music. I've always loved music. I wanted to be in the music business years ago. I was dating someone who I thought was going to be in the music business, and I was trying to be in the music business with him. Then I moved to North Carolina. I met someone who sang. I thought I was going to be his manager. Even he had me be his manager, but he didn't want to listen to me in the music. He just didn't want to listen. So I was like, I can't be a manager. But I love the music industry. So for the last year, I've been making music with Suno. Suno is an AI company. Now, what does that have to do with my brain glitch, right? I have decided to slow my life down because I feel like I had that I feel like I got this type of amnesia because my brain is always working, always. Like it's always working all the time. And even when I was at the game, it was working overtime because the game was such a nail biter. But remember, I had been working all day up until that point. I had to drive a long ways to get to the game. It was like an hour and 10 minutes or something. So my brain is always working. So I realized I needed to slow my brain down. So I started to revamp my company to make it where I can slow my brain down and really enjoy what I do. So one of the things I really enjoy doing is making music that soothes me. So Monday I made a song called I got it from the mud. I made this song. The song is amazing. And I sent it to some friends, and they was like, they didn't know I made it, right? They was like, oh my God. One of my friends said, I listened to that song 3 times. That song is amazing. I was like, yeah, I made it. What you mean? What you mean you made it? So I made the song. So I've talked about AI music on the show before, but I think it wasn't until yesterday when I actually listened to the song over. The song is amazing. It's called I Got It From the Mud. And I sat there and I listened to it for about 3 hours over and over. And I was like, I couldn't even do my work yesterday because it had me in a trance. And I said, I have to submit this song to Spotify, right? Hence is why the title of this show today is Can You Make Money in the AI Music Industry? I said, I got to submit this to Spotify. So now I'm just waiting for Spotify or whoever. So I submitted to Amazon Music, Spotify, and a whole bunch of other places. I'm waiting for them to get back to see if I was approved. But the reason I titled the show is Can You Make Money in the AI Music Industry? Is yeah, absolutely you can. That's what I wanted to say. You can make money. I was not looking to do this as a business, but the song was so good. I was like, I have to because I know, and I put it out for the public to hear. And I said to myself, next thing I know, it'll be trending on TikTok, and I'm not making a dime because it is a great song. So I submitted it to go into the music store so I can make royalties. Now, if you are thinking, how do you make money? If you are a songwriter and you've been writing songs for years, all you got to do is go to a AI tool called Suno, Suno.com, Suno.com. Drop your lyrics in there. This is what I did. Drop my lyrics in there and pick the persona. And it made me this. I'm gonna drop the link in the song for the song inside the description of the show because you gotta listen to this. It is intoxicating and it's one of them songs that make you just say yes. And if you've been where the song say she's been, oh my God, like it's not my voice, you know, it's AI, but it's amazing. So can you make money in the music industry? You absolutely, yes, you can. There's a person who has created a persona. I can't remember her name. She's an AI singer. Now they have tools right now that you can create music videos with the AI, everything you need to be a music industry person, right? I don't think I want to go that far because again, I don't want to be stressed out, trying to release stress so my brain will stop glitching. But there's a young lady, there's somebody, I don't even know who made her, but they made her, she's a black AI avatar. She sings songs. The AI got a $3 million record deal. Do you hear what I just said? $3 million record deal. The AI. Now, of course, there is so AI is almost like a puppet, right? Puppeteers. You see the puppeteer, but you know somebody's back there pulling the strings. That's how AI music is. This person has created a AI persona, a AI superstar, AI celebrity, and that AI celebrity, which is her behind the scenes, has inked a $3 million deal. Do you hear what I'm saying? Now, normally that would make me jump out of my skin and say, I'm going to do that. But that has not done that because, again, I don't think that's where I want to go. And the reason I don't feel like that is because the reason I feel like that is because I feel like artists who can really sing, they're going to be so mad. And not that I particularly care, I just don't feel like fighting with folks. Like, after my little brain glitch, I'm really trying to get to a place of peace and calm so I can slow my brain down. Because I don't want it to glitch again, right? And I don't know if I want to be in the industry fighting with real artists, like real people. Now, that being said, it's money out there for everybody, right? I just don't feel like fighting. I'm not in that space where I want to fight. I'm in the space of calm, peace, fun, happiness, joy. I'm not really in the mood to fight. And I've asked God, what am I supposed to be doing in the world right now? Because it's a mess, right? And I'm supposed to be doing just what I'm doing, talking to y'all on this microphone, putting these blueprints on the Good Morning Gwinnett website so you can listen to what I had to say and then go back and read everything that I could have said, right? Because there is a AI music blueprint on the website at Good Morning Gwinnett that you can go back and read the whole blueprint because it's a lot. It's for you if you're thinking about starting a music business. If you're thinking about going into the AI music industry, you need to know like what the businesses are. So let's talk about it for a minute. So why start an AI business? One, it is a rapidly growing industry, like really fast. It's growing fast. And the reason it's growing so fast is because the tools are amazing. I pay $10 a month for Suno. $10. You know I make a song a day. So by the end of the week, by the end of the month, I've made 30 songs and I could go back and make 500 more because I have that many credits left in my account. Making a song a day, like now I'm doing 2 songs. But I can still go back and make another 400 songs at the end of the month before the month turns because it's $10. So the AI is that good, right? It's cost effective. It costs me $10 a month to make songs. Can you monetize that? Let me tell you something. The one thing I can say, when you make your songs, you have the in Suno, you have the opportunity to say whether or not your song is public or private, right? If you keep your songs private, nobody can see your songs but you. Only you can share them with them. If you start making music for churches and pastors, and you can sit down in a day and create an entire album of songs and sell them. You can sell it to churches. Remember this. You know, you go to certain restaurants, or you hear like music playing. If you get your music like on Spotify or something, that could be your music playing in the restaurant. Guess what happens with that? If they play your music, you get a royalty payment. That's why I submitted my song to Spotify yesterday and Amazon Music and YouTube Music because it's such a great song. So if people start tagging it and redoing it, I need to get a royalty. Now, am I going into the music making business? No, but that song is fire. That song is fire. And I was like, I know this song is going to go, this is going to be a platinum song. I have no idea if that's the case. I just know that I sat there and I said, you know what? You need to go ahead and protect the song. So go ahead and put it where it needs to be. So that's what I did. It's a rapidly growing industry, the AI music industry. It's low production cost. Now, mind you, there are real musicians out there who probably listen to the song and say, you know what, she need to touch it up. I'm not a real musician and I don't proclaim to be one. I am a podcaster slash publisher. That's who I am. I'm a creator. And it probably does need to be remastered or something and cleaned up. And I'm sure before they approve me, they're going to say, hey, you need to make these changes if I need to make changes. And if I need to make changes, guess what? They got a built-in tool that'll make the changes in minutes. Now, listen here, let me tell y'all something. The industry has changed. And for a lot of real artists, they're a little bit upset about that because they are real artists. They do what they do. Now let me say this. I seen and heard some of them. I'm like, why do they have a music deal? Like the AI sound better than them. I'm just saying. But then there are some that are just amazing. They're just amazing performers. You know, they give a good show. They can sing. They can dance. They do all the things, right? There's some I'm like, I don't know. How can you monetize if you go into the AI industry, music industry? How are you gonna make money from that, right? Can you make money? Yes, you can. You can sell licenses to your music. You can sell subscriptions to your music. You can lease your music, lease out your API to give people access to your music. Like if I created a whole music database right now, I probably will do that because I have about almost 200 songs. So I might just create a database and give people the API to my database and they can go on and use my songs. And that's a subscription service that they pay for. Like I pay for the API for ChatGPT because the $20 I pay ChatGPT on the front line for what I do and I use the service, on the back side, I use ChatGPT for other things. I have to pay what's called an API fee. So I pay two fees to ChatGPT. One to use ChatGPT as a service, and then one where I'm using ChatGPT for myself personally. Two different fees. That's called an API fee. I'm a tech head somewhat. All right, so you can sell it. You do custom compositions for people, like people who don't know how to use a computer, but they want their own. You can do birthday songs. Like I made I made my granddaughter a whole album of songs with her name in it. It's got 12 songs in there. She stood right by my side, and when I let her pick the song she liked, she has a whole album of songs with her name in it. Carter can do this. Carter can do. Her name is Carter. Carter can do this. Carter can do that. There's a whole. You can create birthday songs for people and and sell them the song. There are people who never gonna touch the computer. They won't do it. They're not gonna go in and look at Suno. They're not gonna do any of that stuff. But you can say, you know what? I sell birthday songs. I sell customizable birthday songs. Now I might do that business because I like that. I might do that business, but you can't. Once I sing you the song, you can't change it. Like, you got to go with it. Like, there's no going back and forth. This is your song, right? You got to put your foot down because people be like, I don't like that one. Order another one. This your song. So you can make money selling like custom songs, custom compositions. What kind of skills do you need? Let me tell you something. This is the part that's crazy. None. You know how to write English, you know how to type English, you know how to think out thoughts. That's a skill you need. You need when I came up with the name "Get It From the Mud." That's something that we say. You know, we got black folks normally say it. I don't think I've ever heard white people say it, but it's a phrase that black people say because everything we do, we have to get it from the mud. So if you listen to me for the very first time, that is a black people saying we have to get it from the mud because nobody gives us anything. We always have to go dig it in the mud and pull it up and grow it up all the time. We don't get the kind of support most people get. It's always us trying to get it from the mud. Like, I'm going to do this, and we're doing it by ourselves. So that's why I named the song Get It From the Mud. Black folks hear that, they know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know if anybody else does because I know that's a saying that we say. So I was like, you know what? The name of the song gonna be Get It From the Mud. I got it from the mud. You gotta hear the song. It's amazing, right? So, and I keep saying it because I probably have listened to it 100 times by now. I listened to it in my car because I finally drove. I haven't been driving because I was afraid I might glitch. But I finally drove and I'm listening to it in my car. It's an amazing song. Um, Here's the thing about AI music. It is really early stage right now. You still have the opportunity to do something good and make things happen right now. Because a lot of people are still mad, right? Let me tell you, let me back up a second. When AI first came out and people started writing books with AI, oh my God, authors were having a fit. I remember seeing this guy. He was a real writer, and I call him a real writer because he actually sat down and wrote the books, right? I used to be a real writer because I actually sat in my computer and typed up everything that was in my head in my computer. I no longer do that. And I get it. Somebody's going to frown on that. I don't have to do that anymore. But before my last 4 books, I had already published 8 books that I actually sat down to the computer and did a brain dump and typed it up. I don't have to do that anymore. I can create an outline and say, hey, fill it in. Let me, I can give it some details about what I'm talking about, what I want to talk about, what I've done. I've done a lot of stuff. So if I can pull up transcripts and audios and videos and say, hey, turn this into a book because it's all about me. I, I ain't got to type a word. When AI first started writing books, people were losing their minds. Authors, oh my God, they're stealing our work. And in my mind, I'm thinking I've been an author since 1998. There's nothing we can do about this right now. So either get on board or get left behind. That was my thought. Oh, just keep doing what you've been doing because your fans are gonna love you because they love you. If you have a fan base and you've been writing a certain type of genre, they're gonna love you. But authors were pissed. They was like, the AI is still not content. We don't have any. Let me tell you something. We have absolutely zero privacy, none. I had said this from day one. We don't have any. And now we have even less. Now it's getting to be, I mean, it's gonna be publicly that we have none. You got privacy statements all over everything. That's just a formality to make you feel safe. We have no privacy. So when you put your work out to the world, it's out there for the world. So get over that part because that's not gonna change and it's gonna keep going. So the opportunity is wide open. It's still early stage because a lot of people just have not adopted to it. A lot of people like myself are saying, I want to go out there and fight with the artists because they work really hard, and I work hard too, but I don't work hard in the music industry. They work hard in the music industry. Do I think I can build a brand with music? Yes, because people love music. I love music. I love music. Like, I think I've pushed this song to so many people. I haven't pushed nothing I do to that many people. Yesterday was like, I'm telling everybody because I love the song. Now, what are some market drivers? Some of the market drivers right now is content boom, YouTubers. YouTubers is changing the game. Listen, YouTube started out as a video platform. Do you know how I consume YouTube content? Guess how I consume it? On my TV in my bedroom at 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't sit to my computer and watch no YouTube. When YouTube came out, I did. I don't have to do that anymore. Guess why? Because YouTube realized there's a pivot and we need to make it. So we're going to design YouTube for TV. And guess what I do? I lay in my bed and I watch it on my 75-inch screen TV. That's why I watch that. They made the pivot. But here's the thing. Here's an opportunity for you. People are listening to music on YouTube. I have a whole Inspired Music channel on YouTube and TikTok because people like music. Now, how they're doing, I don't know because I don't put anything up there hardly. But I know people like music. Um, the demand for personalization. People love to hear their names. My granddaughter loved, she sat here, like I didn't have to yell at her. She and I sat in my office and made all of those songs, and she went through every one of them with me, and she chose the one she liked because she heard her name in the song. Personalization is big, and that's just for kids' song. You can do a whole kids album. You can do a whole learning. Let me tell you, the opportunities that are available. You can make a whole children's CD. And I'm saying CD for lack of a better word because I don't even know if people listen to CDs anymore. But you can do a whole learning music album for children with AI. The whole thing. And then sell it. The whole thing. Gaming in the metaverse. I don't know if the metaverse is still around because, when it came out, I was on it. But gaming is not going anywhere. It is an industry, probably $1 billion industry. They like music. They play music. They put music in the games. It could be your music. I'm expecting, I got it from the mud to go somewhere. I'm expecting to get a Grammy for that. Is that what you get? A Grammy? I'm expecting to get a Grammy for that song. I really am. That's my expectations. I believe it's going to happen because it's such a powerful song. I think about when Adele came out with Hello. Everybody was saying hello. It was the words behind the song. This song is the same way. I'm saying to myself, I know this song's gonna get a Grammy. I'm waiting for somebody to call me and say, hey, somewhere that song is gonna change my life. All right. The demand the demand is there for it. Gaming, they use it in gaming. But here's the thing. They have some licensing challenges, right? But I can tell you this, Drake got on board with Suno because he realized I can't beat them. Like they're gonna do what they're gonna do. I can't prove. It's hard to prove that stuff. So why not? If you can't beat them, join them. Drake was like, I'm gonna join. Let me put my 2 cents over here in this space. He's smart because he said, why am I gonna waste time fighting them? Because I'm gonna have to fight this company, then that. Because people gonna keep doing it. Because why? It makes money for them. Like the companies that create the software makes a lot of. I pay $10 and they make it so affordable. It's $10 a month, and I can make a song like I got it from the mud in 2 minutes. Come on, man, stop. You gonna be fighting forever. All right, how can you make money? Well, subscription models. You can do a subscription service. You can get a platform where you can put all your songs on one platform and charge a subscription service. Now, I will tell you this: I have so many songs. I'm going to start a radio station, online radio station for Good Morning Gwinnett. It's gonna be on the Good Morning Gwinnett platform, but it's gonna be radio because I want people to be able to listen to it in their car. And if they have Apple Play, if I put it in the app, they can listen to it through AirPlay, right? But if you have an aux in your car, you can just turn on the radio, turn on my radio station, and listen to all the music that I've created in your car. I do it all the time. I listen to podcasts, I listen to audiobooks in my car because I have an aux in there and I can just connect my phone and listen. So you can sell a subscription model. You can do a pay per track licensing model. Now you got to do some education on this stuff if you don't know it. And this is where you talk about, doing it as a business. All right. AP as a service. That's what I do. That's what I get from Chat GPT and others. I think I do it with 11 Labs. I use the API from 11 Labs. I use the API from Chat GPT. I think I use one more. I can't remember. But you pay for that. So people would pay you to use your API, which means that your music is sitting on a server somewhere. Now, this is really, you got to know what you're doing. You're probably going to have to bring in some developers for this. I don't know if I'll necessarily go that way. The reason being is because why would they pay for your API when they can just really go? I mean, unless you got really good music. So but that's going to cost you way more time to get started, and it's way more intricate and complex than just making your songs and putting them on a subscription model. You can white label some solutions. You can offer custom AI systems to businesses. Fitness apps. You can offer that. That's a big one. Nobody's doing that service. Custom composition, as I talked about before, you can actually do custom anniversary songs and wedding songs, and you can have his vows put into a song and the song plays to her, all kinds of things. Be creative. Speaking of creative, I thought about something I got to do with that. I forgot. Freemium and upsells. You can do a freemium something, and then when it, like right now, I got an app that's out called Clip clipvinci.ai, clipvinci.ai. It gives you, so I created this because I was creating it for myself for Good Morning Gwinnett, but now I realized, crap, this is great. I'm going to sell it. So clipvinci is an app that lets you go in there. You can create audio, you can create a meme, and you can create a comic strip. So I have a freemium. You get 3 a month for free. You can use them how you want to, or you can get paid. That's the premium. So the premium is you only get 3, but the premium you get unlimited. Well, not unlimited. You get like 100, 500, something like that, 1,000. So you can do a freemium. Maybe they get 1 free song a month, and then they pay for, or they can pay to get access to all the songs. Again, you got to figure out what you want to do, but you also got to figure out how you want to finance this thing. What I try to do on this show is keep these under $500, $500 or less. So I'm going to tell you that you should think about, if you got a bigger budget, then go big. But if you got a small budget and you say, okay, I got a small budget, this is what I want to do. So let's break down some of the costs, right? All right. So domain and hosting for a year, about $60. You get that from GoDaddy. Logo and branding, you can use Canva. Now you can use ChatGPT too for free. You can use Canva for free. But if you want to go all out, I use Canva every day too. I spend like $12.99 a month or something. If you use a website builder, you can use like Wix or Webflow or something like that, or you can just use Lovable.ai.dev and create an amazing website quickly. Like I love them, right? Matter of fact, I got to answer that email. They sent me an email. They need they want to hear my opinion. Hey, Audrey. Hey, because I've created so many websites and apps on their platforms. They reached out. AI music tools. I use Suno. There's some other ones out there, but I can't remember. There was one I used a long time ago when I first started, when it first came out, but I can't remember the name. I use Suno. And that's $10 a month. Marketing and ads and stuff like that, and influencers, you're gonna spend a little bit more money there, so it's about $200. I use Fiverr a lot. Like I just spent like $200 on Fiverr this past weekend, promoting what I'm doing, because there are things that I can't do that they can do on Fiverr, and I'm not trying to learn how to do them. I'm just gonna pay somebody. Email platform, you can use like a MailChimp or something. That's so you can collect names. I would say if you're gonna do this, I would use Beehive, because that way every time you do a new release, you can put out a new album cover, you can put it in your Beehive newsletter, you can turn your newsletter into audio, you can take the audio and turn it into and put it on a podcast platform. I like Beehive for that reason. All right, that all together maybe $500, maybe, may not be. But here's my thing. Can you make money with AI music? Yes, you can. There's somebody who just made $3 million for Avatar that's not alive, for AI voice that's made from AI. Her whole business is built around this one AI singer and the music that she's creating. $3 million. Look it up. So yes, you can make money. So many ways you can make money from this. So what I want to say is it's a lot more information on the website. Go to the website. It's going to tell you how to scale up. It's going to tell you what you need to get started in 7 days. It's got how to launch in 7 days. It's all on the Good Morning Gwinnett website on the blueprint for the day. Check it out. It's there. And let me know if you start some music. Let me know what's happening in your world when it comes to AI music. I love it. And I get it. Some people are going to be mad, and I understand that. But we can't change that, y'all. We can miss an opportunity, or we can get on board, because it's not gonna stop. I don't care how many people get mad. It's not gonna stop the train from moving. It just won't. The train is getting better and better and better. Like since I joined Suno, they've had added in so many other things. I was like, I haven't even. There are some sites that I use on a regular basis: Suno, Leonardo, Canva, ChatGPT, and 11 Labs on a regular basis. These 5 on a regular basis, almost every day, right? Since I've had a subscription to their services, they have changed so much and added so much till I need to go back and spend a day to go through all. Forget Canva. Canva has too much. I was like, I don't even. Canva has so much. They're trying to be a one-stop shop for everything, but it's too much. Like I was like, okay, because I'm sure I can get rid of my Leonardo subscription because Leonardo is now built into Canva. I just like going straight to Leonardo and getting my images and seeing them all. With Canva, I got to go there. I like Canva. I use it all the time, but I just can't use it for that. I use these 5 tools all the time, and they have changed. They've changed the way artists work. They've changed the way musicians work. I remember the only thing people would talk about was Adobe. I don't hear people say nothing about Adobe. Why? Because Canva changed the game. So now Adobe did pivot. They got Adobe Firefly and all that kind of stuff. So they pivoted, but they got a lot of competition. I just created I just created an app that'll create a meme, which is a piece of artwork with some writing on it. You just tell it what you want to go on the meme, and it's going to write it on the meme. So I said all that to say the opportunities are available. You can make money in AI. You just have to sit down and come up with a plan. If you don't have a plan, go to the goodmorninggwinnett.com, goodmorninggwinnett.com. There's a blueprint that's there talking about the music industry. It gives you a 7-day launch plan. Check it out. Launch your music business. Let me know because I'm going to launch the radio station to play my music. And if you got some songs, come on as a DJ. Jump on my radio network. It's going to be a fee though, but it's going to be a tiny fee. All right. That's all I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow with more great information for you. So you guys stay safe out there. And until next time, my friends, make it a great day. Bye, everybody.
You've been listening to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show, produced by Audrey Bell-Kearney. Catch a new episode Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. If you missed any episode of the show, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com. Until next time, make it a great day.